Hello, good evening, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. I apologize for being 5 minutes late. Sorry. I was finishing my dinner and I had to put it away before I could use the same table for crafting. I just heard something. I hope something. Let's see. It looks fine. Anyway, I don't want to have any technical issues, but I'm also recovering from my cold, so if you hear me scratching my anyway, sorry, there we go. I found myself. If you hear me like you know just clearing my throat, that's why. Anyway, uh, I'm back after a little break for the US Open, as you saw on my posts, and I thought it's almost fall, and we have this Phew! I'm sorry. This is just allergy. This is not my cold. But anyway, uh, it's almost fall weather and I'm ready for it. So, Phew! I apologize. So, anyway, we have this beautiful paper, Autumn Toile, and I wanted to play with it. Hi, Deborah. How are you? So, I have. Sorry. I have, thank you. I have three cards, four cards. Three are I have a sample of. One I don't, and I had a fifth card, but I think I'm gonna just show it to you and save it for next mm, next week because I don't think we're gonna have time. Um, but anyway, I'll show it to you. It's a little weird because it started curling, so I have to figure out how to make it. But it has a floating frame from uh Gallery Blooms, and it just opens like that, and it features whatever paper you want because our paper is so pretty that it could be pretty much framed art. I need to get a tissue. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Ah, apologies. Anyway, where were we? All right. So yes, and I have a fourth card that I don't have a sample because I have to mail it for my nephew. Okay, this is ridiculous. But anyway, I'm known to be a serial sneezer, as my friends call me. So I apologize for that. But I'm going to start going, okay? Get going, and otherwise, we'll never finish. So we'll start with the one that I don't have a sample for. And let's see if I remember how I made it. Actually, I should show briefly the paper that I'm talking about. This is a Autumn Toile, and it has different fall colors. This is green, but the other colors are very fall-like to me. And some has pumpkins, and the backs have also some nice design. And I think that's it. Yes, that more or less shows the whole thing. But the one I'm making from memory is features the green paper, and for that we're gonna use, it's very simple but I like it. We're gonna use Mossy Meadow 5.5 by 4.25 on this piece of Mossy Meadow, which is 2.5 by 8.5. We're gonna fold this in half So it will be 4 1/4. You can use your trimmer if you want to make a nicer crease that I made here. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be covered anyway. And this will go like this, and then it opens, and that's basically the bar. Hi, Linda. Sorry. Hi, Teresa. Thank you. I hope you're feeling better. Excuse me while I blow my nose again. This is ridiculous. Maybe it's TMI, but anyway. So, I cut this paper like this, like this. Let's see how it was, like that. So the paper here is was 4 1/4 by 4, and then I cut a strip of 1 1/4, and another strip of 1 1/4 on the other side, and I got this piece that it will go right here in the middle. Okay, so we can start by doing that. This is a fast car. I don't know what triggered my allergy this time, but I'm known to sneeze a lot. I usually get 1 or 2 a day of this, so I don't know if I've done that during a live before. May have, but not that I can recall. But don't be alarmed. It's just my regular me. And then this will go like this. This will go like this. And this will go like this. And then we have like a little seam. Okay? So it's very easy. I'm just gonna adhere the sides. It works very well with paper that has kind of like a landscape to it, because you can see the whole thing. A little fragmented, but no, we didn't adhere that middle part yet. And then we'll do something like that. And then you can decorate, put a label there, which I didn't pre-cut. Oh yes, I did pre-cut it. Look at me being efficient. Not only I pre-cut it, I hit and busted. What I don't think I have though is the word, because I thought, oh no, yes I do. Look at me. Look at me. I have everything ready. This is just great. So it's Birthday Hugs. This comes from the add-on dies of Paper Pumpkin of the last trimester. They were called, not this one, not this one, and I don't have it handy, so I cannot tell you what they were called. Oh yes, it's here. No, it's not. Oh well. Where did they go? They're probably by my machine, my cut and emboss machine. I think it was, I don't know, something hugs. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm not gonna waste any time looking for the name, but it's that kind of that. Now I need my silicone mat, because I'm gonna put this here And you can use whichever label you want, whichever shape you want. It could be a circle, it could be an oval, it could be whatever you want. You can put it directly on it without a label. Actually, I'm going to do this, which is what I intended to do. Put a little bit of glue there. And just grab. And it's going to be the middle part mostly because it may go outside the label a little bit. So I put it where I want. Birthday hugs. If you see that you need a little bit more glue there, if you want, like for this, maybe I want, I'll just get a scrap of paper, and I just lift it a little bit, like that, and put a little bit of glue behind it, okay? And yes, we have the hole here, but we're gonna cover it either with a rhinestone or with a piece of thread. But you know, I want to keep this not too frilly. So I'm gonna put like a little rhinestone and that's it. And you see, I had messed up the other side, but that's okay because that's what we have to size, and you can use the other side when there's a boo-boo. Hi, Emma. Hugs a bloom. Yes, thank you, Teresa. That's the name of that. It was something hugs. All right. No, we have 6 people, which means that I have to do a ruffle. It's a nice way to come back, right? With a ruffle. In a little bit. All right. So this is like, and then you can put it wherever you want. I mean, this has a landscape, so I don't want to cover the pheasants so much. So I just leave them like this, like the pheasants are flying from the sign. And no, I don't know. Do I want, what do I have around here? Do I want rhinestones or do I want a little piece of thread knot or something? Maybe the thread, if I can find it. Because I did not prepare the thread. Oh, here it is. There you go. Sometimes things work out. Maybe I'll do a double bow. So. So get 2 equal measures of the thread and we make a little bow. Okay, this didn't look very good, but we'll adjust it. Something like that will work. Maybe I need to trim it a little bit more. And then we'll put it right there to cover the hole, and that's it. And we're gonna use a glue dot. Now for the inside, we need a piece of cardstock because this is quite dark, so you wouldn't be able to write on it. So I had it ready and I misplaced it. So I'm gonna cut a little bit more. It's 2 1/4 by 4. Is this it? No, it's not. No. No, this is too small. Oh well, as I said, I misplaced it. So I'll just cut a piece. I'm gonna double check that this is 2.5. So yes, I want 2.25 by 4. So we'll do 2.25 there. And I think the 4 I make up. By 4. I think my original card, I actually put some fall leaves on the cover. We can do that. But I want to get to the other cards too. So, but this already has enough, I think, going on. And we could put more rhinestones or whatever. But, I think that's how I cover the hole in the other one, with a little leaf that also comes from Hugs a Bloom. It's a cute little leaf, right? I think I did 2 of them. But anyway, I like the bow too. So, variation. All right, so that's the first card. Let's move to card number 2. Card number 2 follows this. Okay, what is it here? This fun fold that we did with my team meeting. Many of you were on it, so you'll recognize it. And voila. It's a nice one too. Also has like a base that it's all a single base, and this is where you add the more cardstock with the trifold here. But anyway, let's get to it. The beautiful thing about the fan folds is that they work with just about any kind of paper you have. Look, I could do it like this and do the, but no. No, because then this is not gonna work out. No, it's too busy. I'm gonna keep to the original like that with the stripes. Well, today was a little warmer again, but I just got a notification on my phone saying that it's getting cooler in the next 3 days. So, yeah, fall's around the corner. A week from Monday, it will be fall. Of course, it's already fall if you go to the stores and you see all the pumpkin spice, everything. All right. So for this, as I said, 5.5 by 4.25, and the DSP is 4 by 5.25. And then you need a piece of cardstock that is 9.75 by 4.25. And we're gonna fold it at, I don't remember. So I'm gonna have to measure it. Okay. Where's my ruler? We're gonna score it at 3.25, 6.5, which is another 3.25, and the other 3.25 will make the 9.75. I should have guessed that, but because I'm not that good at math, I'd rather double check, lest I give you the wrong measurements and we waste paper. Note on my watch. All right, 3.25, and this is the folding. So we need the scoring blade. 6.25, which I hate because it happens to have to fall right here, and they have the lines, but it's like they're hard to see. But anyway, so 6.25. I think it's this one. And then the other should be 9.75. And if I did it correctly, and it looks like I did, that's it. All right. So this is gonna go like accordion like this. This looks fatter than this one. Did I mess this up? Let's measure it again. Yeah, this is 3. It should be 1/4. Okay, let me do that. You know, sometimes here I don't see so well because of this should be 3 1/4, 6.5, and I did 6 1/4. It was 6.5. That was the problem. But it's okay because we're gonna cover that with papers, with DSP, so we were not gonna see it. 3 1/4, 6.5, and 9 3/4. I said it and I did it wrong, but that's okay. That's how it's gonna go. I'm gonna just finesse a little bit the sides so you don't see the mark of the blade. And see, we see here a little bit of my mishap. We can flatten it. But as I said, this is gonna be covered by paper, so we're not gonna see it. So this goes like this, and now all we have to do is decorate it. And for decoration, I have the pumpkins, very seasonal for, well, not yet, but will be, right? So we're gonna put some glue here. Yeah, right. Emma saying that the struggle is real with the measurements. Yes, it is. And especially me coming from the metric system, I'm very proud of how much I can handle the imperial measurements. But this, I'm gonna put this other paper here. This is the back of the same paper, the pumpkin paper. I'm gonna flatten it a little bit. It's cute, right, Emma? It's nice. It's simple but effective. We're gonna do a more complicated fold later. And that, if the struggle is real with the measurements, wait till we see that one. No, I don't want to scare you. I managed to do it. So, and then I have a piece of vanilla because this is vanilla to me. I mean, this is white, but the front is vanilla. So I'm going vanilla. Very vanilla. You see, now we don't see my bad scoring. Not a problem, not a problem. Then we put this here. And we're almost done. We just have to put something on it. Do I have anything for it? No, I don't. Look at me. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. I do. I just have it in another place. While I let this dry, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? I did something wrong. Look at me. Whack, whack. I did it wrong. It was supposed to be okay. You know, that happens to me for not paying attention. Let's see if I can just rip it off. Oh my God, Candy, what did you do? And welcome back. What were you talking about, the struggle, Mema? All right. So it was supposed to be like this, and then it opens like this. So now I put the paper all in the wrong places, you know. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna improvise. I'm sorry about that. Instead of having a trifold, we're gonna do a bifold. Important thing is we don't waste that much paper. And I'm gonna save this actually, because it's good paper in the middle, good cardstock. So we're gonna do it like this. It will only open like this. Not as cute, but you know, I'm sorry. I probably twisted it while I was talking, and this was not even the measurements, Emma. This was just me turning it around in the wrong place. Oh well. I was so super confident, but anyway, so this is how it's gonna go. Keeps opening, but see if we can manage to close it. All right. Okay, we keep, well, whatever. It opens. You know what we can do? We can do a little belly band. Then it will keep closed. And it will be different. And I'll show you another one that I had done with the original fall, so you get the idea. I gave you the measurements. I just glued it the wrong place. Yes, thank you, Linda. It's just like improvising on the fly here, but I'm putting a strip here to decorate it, the inside. And now I'm just gonna cut a piece of, what color should I make it? I guess it would be better to do pecan pie. Okay, I have enough for a belly band. I'm gonna cut this in half. Improvising here, improvising. We're gonna do the belly band like 1 inch. Thank you, Danette, and welcome. The colors are very nice. They're very fall-like, so. All right. And I have to actually replace the blade again. It looks like I have to replace the blade every 2 weeks. Anyway. Just gonna put it in the center. And just fold it like that. And this piece, it will be where the label is, so it doesn't matter. That is not to measure. But I'll tell you the length of it. So if you want to replicate my improvised, it's 8.5. Okay. So now we're gonna have to find a label. I had done for this one these labels, but I don't know if this is gonna, because I had them ready here. Oh yeah, it looks like a little belt actually. I like it. So let's do that. So we are gonna stamp it first with season greetings. Is it season of thanks? Sorry, season of thanks. And pecan pie, which I just realized I'm running out of. I love this color. That's why I'm running out of the cardstock, because I've used it a lot. It's kind of like the new soft suede, right? And I used to love soft suede. Then we're gonna a little bit of glue here. and center it. These, of course, are the arches dies, which I believe they're back in stock. And now we're gonna adhere this kind of on the side, because here we're gonna decorate. So I'm just gonna apply some glue on the sides of my belly band. And we're gonna do it like that. While this dries, I'm gonna find my decoration. Oh, maybe I should keep it together with something heavy. Maybe just that will do. For the decoration, I had used acorn, also from the dies of the bloom. What was it, Teresa? Bloom. Yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna sponge it. It's tone on tone. I like to sponge tone on tone. Sometimes it gives a little bit more depth. This is pecan pie on pecan pie paper, and this is the dye that makes the acorn, which also used to make, I think, a strawberry. I think, right? It depends. You could put the strawberry thingy here, or you could put this one, and it would be the acorn, like we're gonna do. All right, so this is done. Then I'm just applying a little bit of glue here. Actually, I'm gonna curl it a little bit first, like just as much. And I'm gonna put on the outside, I'm putting the glue. Then I'm just gonna fold this a little bit so the little texture indentations that the die has kind of come out. Just a little bit. And then we're gonna put the little cap. Isn't it cute? I like it. And then I wanted some greenery, so I just went through my stash of dies and see what are the greenery that can work here with these colors. And I cut these from, I cannot remember the name again. My God, I should have brought it here. It's not Autumn Expressions. It's the one that had, like, we had the pine cones a while back and everything. I'll go get it later and I can tell you. But if we put this here, you can use just any greenery that you want. And that's how I want it. This was going to be my label, but now it's my belly band. So it will keep that card closed, my bifold instead of the trifold, but still. I'm going to put it right there. And this we are going to apply with dimensionals. All right. And I put a couple of them right in the center. Ah, don't turn yet. There we go. Let's see. I didn't try it first. I should have. Maybe I made it too tight. But it's only a single card base, it's not double. So it will work. Yes, I'm gonna make it try to make it give a little bit more. And there we go. All right, come on. A little bit collaboration would be good. There we go. I think I made my belly band a little bit too tight, but anyway, it will work a couple of times through this and it will work. The other thing that you can always do is, let me do that just for the heck of it. Just cut a smidge of the base, which is a single base, just a smidge, because I still want to have the border. Oh, now it got all furry. Okay. Not a problem. We can fix that too. Get your scissors and just go like this. And then just, you see, all my furry things are mostly in my hand. And you can always cut the ones that are resisting. All right, so this is a really, really, really improvised card, as you can see. But that's the creative process, right? All right, so let's try it again. And now it should be easier to fit it in. Yes, you see? That's all we needed. All right. Oh, it's something I don't like in this. It looks like the dye didn't cut. There's a little furriness in the dye too. Maybe it's the paper. I don't know. Anyway, so this is the variation. This one had like a bow and a little thingy and was like this. And this one has the belly band. Oh, I didn't decorate the inside, but we can do that. I don't want to add a lot of thickness to it because we have to put the belly band here. But I had someplace some where are they? I had cut some pumpkins, and that I'm sure I had because I had it right here. Here's my proof. I had cut the pumpkins. I cannot find them though. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna let it go. Sorry. My God, I'm very disorganized today. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the pumpkins. No, no, no. Oh well. Oh, there we go. I found them. They're here. I told you I had them. So I realized I don't have Cajun Craze ink. I think I had it in the little ink spots, but I couldn't find them. So I'm using Calypso Coral and I'm mixing it with a little bit of pecan pie to make it a little darker to color these pumpkins. And I'm using, or back in stock, water painters. All right. Mine are a little bit, maybe I'll get a new one. I'm just doing this because sometimes the water doesn't come quickly enough. That's what I do. I just put it back inside like this, wet the tip, and then it helps the water come out. Most of the time. See? Now I have enough water. And I'm just gonna get some. I already have some on the cover here. So, and I don't want intense coloring. Just a little bit. And then you have to remember that you mix the color. So if you want to use this color, again, you should clear your lid and do a fresh mix just with the color of the thing, which I'm going to do right now. And I don't have a paper towel, but I'll do it with my finger. The water is not coming out in this one. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. All right. So I'm just grabbing a little bit more. Try to grab it from the side because they say that the water sometimes adds some, like impurities, and it may give some mold to your ink pads. So I'm trying to do it from the side so it's not noticeable if that happens. That's never happened to me. I just heard about it. Okay, so that's enough. They kind of look like these, right? A little bit. And then just clean it up a little bit in my finger. I'll wash my hands, I promise. And I'm just gonna do straight brown for the stem here. Yeah, that's it. That's it. It's simple. Simple. And we're gonna put it inside, and I'm not gonna put it in dimensionals because we don't want to add any dimension to this because I want my belly band to still go in. I should have done that before putting the belly band, and then I could have adjusted the length of the belly band. But anyway, so I'm just gonna do it like this. So it has a bit of color, and I had some leaves that I had cut that I'm gonna put around. Am I off camera? I may be, right? No, seems that I'm still more or less on, but I moved the project tab. I love this leaf because it has the cut in the middle that if you just lift it, it just gives it dimension without adding dimensionals, which is perfect for a project here. And then I'm gonna do another color, maybe a green. Oh, I had this one that I had cut from another color. It's kind of brownish too, but I'm cutting all these from scraps of the papers that have like landscapes on them. So the ones that are like more watercolor, they work very well for these little pieces like that. And I still want a green one. Like that. In my original card, I had another secondary message. You can choose to do so if you want. This one said, made with love for a true friend. That came from this set that I happen to have here. I like the other one. The Garden Wishes, remember that one? Well, sometimes these old sets have the ideal message. Anyway, so that's it for this card. Different from what I expected, but there you go. And it still fits. And the good thing is that if you happen to need another sentiment, you can replace this belly band, save it for another card, and just use another sentiment and make another belly band. And you can still use the same card. If you want more a Thanksgiving message or maybe like a fall birthday, you can do that. All right. So let's go for the really complicated one to get it out of the way. Okay, because I messed it up so many times today that like I'm just flying without a parachute today here. And that's gonna be this guy here. I love this card. I love how it looks. And I use several things and it stands up, as you can see. It's I think it's called the triple step card or something. But anyway, how I learned to do it was, we had a paper pumpkin a while ago that had that card base. And I made a little template to make the card base. So there we go. This is my template with the measurements. I'm gonna leave it here on camera in case you wanna screenshot it. I'll read it as it goes. This is regular card base, 5.5, 8.5 by 5.5, and score in the 8.5 at 4.25. Okay, and then you divide these as it's indicated here. I don't know how to make it better than using a pencil and marking it up, because I honestly could not find a better way to do it. Maybe people who are very comfortable with measurements and cuts and things will have an easier way, but that's my way. So for this, I need to mark here. What was I marking? Oh, yes, that's here. I need to mark 2 inches. And I put it here in the 2-inch mark. I make a pencil. You can erase it later. And then another farther down at the 2-inch mark here. And then I have to make, this is 1.25. So I'm going to 1.25 here. I'm trying to make it coincide with my 2-inch here. This is 1.25. So it means that all this line I'm gonna cut. And I'm also gonna cut 2 inches from this side of the fold. So I'm just gonna, just making myself mark it. So all this line till the 1.25 is gonna be cut. That's my main cut. And the rest, that's it. That's all you have to cut once you have that. So maybe it's not so complicated, but you have to be clear on what, I'm just gonna micro myself. Where do you want it? Yeah, rear here from here. And we'll erase these later, you know, like these extra lines, if I can find my eraser, and if not, I'll do it afterwards. Anyway, so get this baby, the trimmer. And I know it's 2, so I'm just gonna put it at the 2 mark. And I'm gonna move my blade till this was, I think, 2.25, if I can see it. But because I'm sitting and I cannot see in front, let's see, this 2.25. I'm gonna move it to the 2.25 off camera maybe, but I just want to make sure. I don't see it. Okay, I think it's here. Okay, 2, and then we find the 2.25, and then we go all the way till this has to be 1.25. So it should be, I cannot freaking see anything. This 8.5, so this is 7.5. It's like around here. So if it goes, it moved a little bit. I think it's around here. And you can always adjust it with the look, I did it exactly to the place. Wow. No, I did not. Okay. as I said, I get my trimmer and I'll just do it because I don't want to put it again and end up with little thingies hanging. I think I needed just another quarter. There we go. So that's it. Now we're gonna start scoring. So I'm taking this out and I'm scoring the 1 1/4 here as per my indication. But I'm only scoring from the cut, so I'm very careful to put this on the line. That's what is good, that sometimes to have the pencil mark, because it helps. And then I'm gonna do another. I'm gonna put my score here at the 1 1/4, and that will give me another, no, 1 1/4. Yes. Oh, I had the measurements here. So I score at 1 1/4, 2 1. See, I put it like this. It's 1 1/4 that I'm scoring. Then 2 1/3, 2 1/3. That doesn't seem right. I think it's 2 1/2. 1 1/4, 2 1/2. Yes, because it's another 1 1/4. 2 1/2. I have this wrong. Yes. I'm just gonna show you in case you want to screenshot it. 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 9/16, and 6 1/4. I know this one is a little weird, but that's what it came out to. That's what worked for me. So 2 1/2, we done, and now we have to do 3 9/16, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I have to cut them. I don't know which mark it is after the quarter mark or whatever. So, and then the rest, the other one is the fold here. So it's fine. And do I have to score anything else? I think I have to score this. Yes. So this is the end of the cut, and it should be at the 2 line. So this part here, the middle part, is at the 2-inch line, and that's what I'm scoring. All right. And we're done with the scoring. And now hopefully, it will be okay. So this back cut goes like this. And then this one that was the middle of the card, it goes down, the little one. But then the other one comes immediately up. And it's kind of like accordion-like. Because you end up with something like this. And yeah, I can feel that there's something kind of weird. It happened yesterday to me as well. So you just adjust it. And then just fold it as it goes. So if it's a little bit off, it's okay, you know. Yeah. This one, I don't know why it came a little bit further down, but anyway. It doesn't matter because once you open it, you don't see it. It goes like this. All right. Yeah, a little weird, but whatever. We can actually, oh, I see. There's a double cut here. Maybe it's this way. Yeah. Maybe what we'll have to do is just adjust it there. There we go. Sorted. There. Perfect. As I said, you wiggle it a little bit once it's closed, and that's it. And then it's just a matter of decorating as you see fit. So for the DSP, I have it a piece that is 3 1/2 by 3 1/4 that I'm putting back here. Just making sure. I'm going to put it a little bit farther up. Actually, I'm going to put this part first. This part is 1 3/4 by 4. Is it? Because I have a third piece of paper and I didn't write down the measurement. Yes, this is 1 3/4 by 4. So I'm going to put that one first, and then I'm going to adjust the height of the other one. I just want my sample card here so I can make sure that I'm doing the right thing, not like before. All right, see, I see the little bit of pencil mark there. I'm gonna delete it, erase it later. And now this, I want it at the same height of this one when it's folded. So I'm gonna put glue down here. And I'm gonna slit it in the little pocket till I have it in the right place, which I think should be like that, leaving a little bit on the side, so it has the little frame as well. All right, so that's basically it. We're gonna put a piece of here that I cut. This is only, I think, an inch, but I wanted to follow a little bit the design. So if you go like this, you see it kind of goes together at this height. So I just wanted to make sure that before I cut it here, just gonna trim it with my snips. Yep. And that should be good enough to follow the design. I thought that better than doing like, oh, cut it, blah, 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 it was better to do it this way. And because we're gonna put the label here and you're not gonna see this, where the two papers come together. And I said that we do a ruffle. Oh, I didn't cut enough here. Let me trim it a little bit more before I totally glue it. And I haven't, so I don't have a trivia question prepared. So why don't we do the guess the number, right? I'm gonna write a little here on the back of my paper. I'm gonna write a number from 1 to 25, and you can start guessing. And the winner will get a little either embellishment or something else. Okay, this has to stay down because I don't want to see the bottom of that paper. There. Okay. In my other one, it was farther down. I don't know why. Just playing with it a little bit so it folds better. Okay. Yeah, that's better. All right. So this suite comes with with the dies of the three. I can't remember what they're called. I don't have them. I wasn't looking at the numbers. And people are starting. Okay, let me check. One. Nobody got it yet. So I don't have that one. So I'm using this one from, what was it called? Beauty Trees or something like that. Anyway, this is retired seeds. And I should have put it underneath this paper. Oh, look, I can still do that. That was lucky. So that's where I'm going to put my tree. Because I wanted to put it in the background and put in the deer on the other one. But then this was falling behind because it's too heavy. And it didn't work. So anyway, I'm putting the tree first, and then you can see the deer and the mama deer and the baby deer in the background. I'm checking. Nobody has guessed the number yet. What was the range? 1 to 25, Emma. 1 to 25. Oh, Deborah got it. 17. I had to go back. Sorry. Here it is. 17. Deb, you will get something from me. I don't know if this week because I have to go to the post office and I don't know if I have time, but if not, soon. Okay. All right. So here I have this. This was from Stitch Rectangles. You can get whatever label you want. And I'm going to put a happy birthday in this one, just for a fall birthday. It's a nice one to have. I'm using, again, my... Oh, I didn't put the baby deers yet. So, but I'm going to stamp first now that I'm at it. All right. All right. And just glue it in there, that right there in the middle. And I think that once we put the deer, this card doesn't need any other decoration. Yeah, I don't know why I bothered that it would follow the landscape because I'm covering with the... Yes, this is not how I want it. So I'm just gonna adjust there. All right. Yes. All right, let me get the deer, mama deer and baby deer. These were from the groove. What was it? The groove dies into the groove. I'm telling you, I should have written all the names of what I was using, but I was happily just die cutting and not caring a bit. The idea is that when you close it, you still see the deer here. Maybe I'll put it farther down so it doesn't get tangled with the branches. And the mama deer as well. I could have used the silicone mat like I did before for the hug. And that's it. Oh, the branches got folded. Oh, I made a mess with the glue. But it will dry clear, so it doesn't matter. And I can always use the glue eraser to delete it later. All right, so that's the card. That's a complicated card. Not that complicated, right? And as I said, these fan folds you can use just for anything. Oh, and I use for the background, for the back to write your message. I put it in the back. You can also put it here if you open, but it's just way too complicated to write with all these steps here. So I figured that the back is better. And I don't have one cut, but you can imagine it's not very hard to make. It's I'll give you the measurements. It's 2 by, let me see. It's 2 by 4, 5 and a quarter. No, yes, 5 and a quarter. Right. And I decorated with this leaf because it was appropriate for the theme. All right. So moving on, the last card. The last card, you saw me making it yesterday in the team meeting for those of you who were there. So let's see if I don't mess up the measurements in that one. is here. For this, you need 8.5 by 8 3/4. It opens like this. It's called the double Dutch door. And that was my team meeting card. I liked it so much that I'm figuring it out. We need to make it again. So let's start. Let me keep my guide there for the other card, double Dutch door card. So the base we on the was it on the 8 and uh, oh, I forgot if it was on the 8.5 on the 8 3/4. I think it's on the 8 3/4 that you did all the yes 8 3/4. On the 8.5, no, on the 8.5. Oh, thank God I had it written down. Okay, let's do it. So on the 8.5, we're gonna score at. This is the 8.5. We're gonna score at 2 1/8. 2 1/8. I hope I make it correctly this time. Yesterday I messed it up. 2 1/8. Then 6 3/8. Open the 6 and 1, 2, 3. I'm guessing because that's in the. Oh, I know what I want to do. I'm gonna turn it around and I'm gonna do 2 1/8, and then I'll know exactly that I am right. And then on the 8 3/4 side, we're gonna score it at 2 1/4. 5.5. And that's it. All right. I think I got it right. Oh, no, we need to cut. So, all right. So we're gonna cut. Let me mark because I don't want to mess it up again. You see, these have two little squares here, and then two rectangles on top, these sides. Can you see it? So we're gonna cut the two rectangles on top and keep the little squares. All right? So let's go. I'm putting my scoring. Hopefully, I cannot see very well, but I think I'm there. All right. And the same on this side, because that's what we're cutting. You can use your scissors as well, but if you have a trimmer, why not use it, right? So that looks fine until my score mark. And then we can cut this with the scissors. Actually, no, I'm not gonna cut it with the scissors. I'm gonna cut it properly. Just don't cut the middle, just until or cut there. Then I'm lifting and I'm coming from the other side. More or less like that. And if I did it properly, it will come out. There we go. Save this for labels and other things. I'm just gonna clean this a little bit. And then this is our barn doors that you, if they overlap, which they shouldn't, but they do in mine. Why do they overlap so much? I did something wrong, obviously, because that's a lot. A lot of overlapping. Let's see. 2 1/4, way too much. And I probably did a measurement wrong. And this is 2 1/8. I think it should be 2 1/8. I'm gonna cut 1/8 from here. Sorry, it's my night of improvising. I could have done it with a trimmer. I'm just gonna go like this and see. And now it's more or less fine. I'm just gonna adjust the fold here of my barn door, my Dutch door, sorry. That should do it. All right. And then this goes like this. And that's your car. Okay, now it's a matter of just decorating it. And I've used for the inside early espresso with white. And the measurements for these are, let's see, the neutral is 3 3/4 by 5. And this is 3 7/8 by 5 and 1/8. The 3 7/8 by 5 and 1/8 and 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so just we're gonna glue this together. Okay. Things get in the middle in my little surface here. And there's only 1/16 of an inch all around. Right? I don't like the furry thing from my trimmer. I need to replace that blade again. All right. And then we're gonna just put this in the middle. And that's the inside of our card. I didn't decorate it. I should have stamped it before gluing it, but especially with the day I'm having. There we go. So many furry things flying. All right, so I'm just gonna quickly put the little leaf there. And that's it. My original card, actually, I can do that. Why not? With the technique that I've seen around that Linda showcased us again in our team meeting, you put a little bit of ink directly from your inkpad on a block, and then you can pick it up with your Wink of Stella and just use the glitter ink to color. If you press, you'll get more clear Wink of Stella. So if you want some lighter, you can press, and if you want darker, you just grab more ink. If you want a darker spot there or something, you know. It doesn't really matter in this case, but it will dry very quickly because this has alcohol in it, so not a problem. All right, so now we're gonna decorate the front of the car. I did a frame for mine. So this is 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. Oops, no, this actually, I did it to measure. I didn't do it properly. I'm gonna trim it. Thank God I didn't attach it before I showed. Yeah, this is 4 and 1/8. But this is the right measurement. It's something I did something with this, cutting this probably wrong or something. Maybe I did the wrong side. That's what I'm thinking that I did. Actually, I want this a little closer because I want to see the white inside, or the vanilla, or the white actually. So I'm gonna try to adjust a little bit by pulling and holding it in place, and then with my bone folder, yeah, there we go. Okay, now it's better. Now we don't see the white coming out. All right, so I'm gonna trim this obviously because this was perfect like this, but now this is a little smaller. So I don't know how small this is. 4 and 1/8. Yeah, that's weird. By 3 1/4. So this, the height is gonna be fine, I think. I just have to trim this to 4, and then my paper to 3 7/8. My DSP. And my paper to 3 7/8. There we go. Yeah, fixing things as we go, right? Making it work. Like if you watch Project Runway, I haven't watched the new one because Tingan is no longer there, but he used to say, make it work. Well, I do that all the time. Every time I make a boo-boo, I find a way to get out of it because nobody likes to waste paper or cardstock or anything, right? So I didn't measure it. Again, so I'm hoping it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, now it works. All right, because you want to see just a sliver of pecan pie coming from the sides. All right, and then the same for the bottom. Let me measure it before I glue it. Make sure they work. This looks, of course, not, because it's a little like it's a quarter. It's an it's an eighth smaller, which makes me think that I may have measured things in the wrong place. So this was 2 by 2 and 1/8, and now it's gonna be 1 and 7/8 by 2 and 1/8. And I'm gonna have to adjust the paper appropriately as well. So I'm just gonna, this was 1 7/8, and now it's gonna be 1 6/8, which is 1 3/4, right? All right. There we go. Now it fits here, and it should fit in the other one, and I'll do the same on this one. 1 7/8. And my paper. There. All right, we'll adhere these squares. They're not squares anymore. Now they're rectangles. They never were squares technically, but they were closer to squares than to rectangles. There we go. This goes like this. That works. And the recipient will know that it's like an eighth of an inch narrower than it should be. And where's my other square? Here. So as you see, this is the back of one of the papers, the green paper as I call it. All right. All right. And now just you decorate with just a label like that. And I used the Spotlight in Nature circles. And I'm going to stamp this with a happy birthday. I'm going to stamp it with early espresso. There. I love the font of this. This comes from Unbounded Love. But I love the fonts in there and the fact that they're kind of like on the slant. So they go very well for circles. And we're going to put this right here, even though I'm covering the poor little Bambi and I didn't want to cover the Bambi. I didn't realize that. Oh, well. I'm going to try to put it farther down. So at least you see them picking up. So I'm going to put glue on this half. And that's how it opens. All right. And now we're going to decorate it because I decorated mine with the acorn like I did in the other one. But I'm going to do something different. This one I'm going to do with a pine cone from the new... I'm so sorry. I don't have it here either. But it's from one of the new... I'm gonna have to go check it. And this makes, if you put them all together, it makes like a snowflake out of pine cones or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But what I'm doing is I'm just folding it like this and just put the pine cone like this. There was another one that was better for that. Well, we can also add like more greenery like that. Just so to have some greenery here. So just gonna put a glue dot or maybe just a glue back here. And we're attaching it with a dimensional now. Sorry, I was out of camera. And I cannot find my dimensionals now. Oh, here they are. I'll use a piece for this. think this is sticking out too much, so I'm gonna take off the second stitch, the second dimensional, sorry, or at least move it up there. Yes, like this, something like that, a little different. Okay, and it opens like that, and voila. All right, well, so this is it. I think I as I said, I had the floating frame one, but I think we've spent long enough, hour and a half almost. So I'm just gonna put the cards here that we made. You can tell me your favorite if you want. And my accident card here with the belly band. Anyway, thank you so much for joining and for watching. And I'll see you next week. Have a lovely week. Bye.